Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we're going to be doing something very exciting. We're going to be looking at my entire photocard collection. And I know that everybody and their grandma has already done their start of 2023 collection update videos, and I've already even uploaded a storing photocards video for this channel. But since I'm just starting this channel, I thought it would be a good idea to just show my entire collection starting out, like a base point from going forward. I have been into K-pop since 2018, but I didn't start really collecting until 2021, so just keep that in mind. This is all stuff that has been accumulated over many years, because even before I was collecting, I was like, you know, buying albums every now and then. And so I have some things dating back to 2019 and even 2018 as well, from those purchases way back then. I'm caffeinated right now, but I'm gonna try to like not be super long-winded about anything. If you have any questions about anything in my collection, feel free to like leave a timestamp, and I'll try to answer any questions that you have about the stuff that I have. I am going to go by collection, so the only group that really affects is 17, because I have a few A4 size binders and a few A5 size binders, but I'm gonna show all the 17 collection at once and then probably go back to more A4 size after looking at all those. I'm also going to chapter all of the collection, so if you're only interested in seeing like a certain group, or you want to skip a group that you just don't know anything about, not really interested in, feel free to do that. It won't hurt my feelings, and I totally get it. So I'm going to go in order of like when I started collecting the groups. So we're actually going to start with a binder that I did not show in my last video at all, because I didn't have anything to put in here. So we're starting with my BTS collection. I have 3 A4 size binders for BTS, but I'm only going to be showing 2 of them because the third one is all just bigger stuff, and those binders are, I kind of don't really think of them as my collection binders. So yeah, I'll keep the commentary to a minimum, but basically for BTS, I mainly collect Taehyung and Namjoon, and as you can see, Jimin as well. I have Taehyung completely done, and I think at this point I'm missing like one Namjoon photo card because I traded it away, but I'm trying to get it back. If anybody has the tier Y version, please. Anyways, this one I'm planning on doing an OT7 set, and I have this Hopi on the way, so I'm really excited. It's been a long time coming to get that. This one as well. Fun fact, this Jin card is totally destroyed because I had it in the back of my phone before I was collecting, and it just got totally wrecked. Yeah, so any pages like this where it's like there's like a random Jin or a random Jungkook or something, it is an OT7 set that is still in the works. There is my missing Namjoon. So yeah, so every now and then there will be, instead of Jimin, there is like a Jungkook or a Jin, and I'm happy with it like that. It would be nice if I still had this Jimin, but I really like Jungkook's card for this, so it's whatever. And I have all of the postcards. So for Persona, I'm actually working on 3 different OT7 sets, but they each have like 5 cards, so I'm pretty close. And I left these spots for hopefully some more group cards. And for B, I did kind of a spread. I guess I should move this so that you can see it. I did a few pages like this where I did a spread, so I'll leave the binder like this so that we can see all of those. It's so hard to see. And these are the non-album PCs that I have for those. I'm really happy that I have this tape PC. It's probably like the one thing that I would keep if I ever got rid of like everything. This would be the one thing that stays with me. And working on OT7 sets for both of those. It's like a slow, low priority thing for me. But yeah, these are the non-album things that I have for Butter. And I, at one point, had the other one of Tay's Butter Lucky Draws, but I don't have it anymore. And I left a spot, I think, because I want to try to get it back. And these are the Permission to Dance Lucky Draws that I have. I bought these myself from when I went to the concerts. And these are some more OT7 sets that I'm working on. I mean, this one's done, obviously, but these ones I still need a few, right? And I did the same thing here. I'm trying to complete these as well. And then these are the non-album PCs that I have. I did get Jimin's for these two, and I only got Tay's PCs for the collector's edition. I might go back and try to get the rest of my bias line, but I'm honestly happy with this page. These were the film strips, so I was able to trade for Tay's, and I pulled Jin's and just kept it. Some postcards. Then I have some DVDs, so some of these I just have like a row of 3, but my goal is always to have Tay's if I can, and I do have one Tay on the back right there. So yeah, because kind of no real rhyme or reason. I think I divided this by like, these are concert specific, these are like muster, and then these are memories. And memories Blu-ray. And then this is like a miscellaneous page. These are the only photo folios that I have for Tay right now, but I'm hoping to be able to buy the other 2 once I have the funds available for that. And then the rest of this I think is all just like either OT7 sets that just came as a set, or some merch PCs like from the DICON and stuff like that. So these I actually decorated myself. The season screenings from 2021, I think it was, came with a bunch of stickers so you could decorate them. I didn't put them directly on the Polaroids though, they're on the sleeves. So it's just the sleeves that's decorated. And these are some Japanese PCs. I kind of don't really put an effort for Japanese photo cards at all, and I just have these ones, that's it. I do have like goals to eventually have Tay's Lights PC because he looks so bready and cute like this. This was the first the icon and the second the icon. And like 3rd/4th the icon, I guess. I only got Tay's for those. And then these are freebies that were made by my friend. I just keep them at the back. Moving on to the second BTS binder. This is mostly mini PCs, I guess. It's stuff that fits in an 8-pocket page, so mostly tour stuff, but also probably some merch stuff and things like that. And a random Tay postcard for some reason. Yeah, so this is all that I have for these eras. I have 2 of this one, I think because I accidentally bought 2 Like I claimed another one in a go. But I'm not planning on really finishing these. It's just if I see them up for claim in a go or for sale for like $10 or less, then I'll try to get it if I don't already have it, or unless I forgot that I already have it, then I guess I'll buy it anyways. But I have these like kind of double sleeved in such a way that they fit in here nicely, because these are actually small enough to fit in a 9 pocket if you wanted. And I don't remember what the sleeves are that I use for this. They were bought at like a local board game store and by some nameless brand. If I ever find out, I will update the description, but for now I don't know what it's called. So that is that. This is all that I have for Namjoon for these eras too. I at one time was very motivated to finish this one because I just think he looks so cute, and I have something about this buzz cut and the baseball cap, it really gets me. But that's all I have for those. And these are all that I have for the Korean version of the Wings photo cards for him. They're just a little harder to find, I think, because I do most of these kind of purchases on Japan Mercari, and they mostly have the Japan PCs for this era. So I do have the Japan version completed, which are the black backs. They are extremely similar. There is no way for you to guess which one is from which set, but because of that, I'm just like satisfied with having what I have right now. And I have his Love Yourself Japan series. This was like the very first mini PCs that I really wanted, and these are the only ones that I have for Tay. And I think that this was like the very first photo card that I ever bought. I bought it in like 2019 just because it was so cute, and I definitely overpaid for it at the time. But I do have all of the Kim Line unit PCs. And the Magic Shop, I'm still not even sure if these are real. There was so much debate that I don't know. I don't know if these are the real thing. But if you know and they're fake, like, don't tell me. It's fine. So yeah, for a lot of these I mostly just have Namjoon's because that's a little bit less expensive on Mercari Japan. That's just how it is on there. So yeah, I have like one or the other. Like I only have Taste for this one, but I don't have Namjoon. And then from here I have both, I believe. So this was the Soluzu, which was very cheap secondhand for every member. And Permission to Dance, which I traded for mostly. And then there was like another Permission to Dance. And then Dalmajang. And then the second Dalmajang. I know those are not really in order, but I just put them next to each other. And then I guess this was like a catch-all page, I guess. These came with the glass set, I remember that. Because I bought it for the glasses. I didn't even want the PCs. But I have them. And some more Miscellaneous. This is from the merch stuff. I have both of Namjoon's, and then I got these two as well. This was from like the pins, which were kind of a nightmare even for Namjoon to collect. And Miscellaneous with only those two. These were the Hive Museum postcard thingies, which I have on both sides. Light Stick and In the Soup and a page for some reason. And I think, yeah, these are all my like extras. I just keep them at the back here, I guess. Yeah. Next is this binder. This is my Loona binder. They were the second group I ever decided to collect, so I have a pretty good amount of stuff for them. And it's one of the only binders that actually has a cover on it. This was from the, what was it, like the most recent concert. If you got the VIP merch set, it came with like a little poster set, and I wanted to put Hustles in here. It was just like a little bit too wide, I think, and I just trimmed the sides a little bit. So I'm gonna again try not to talk too much and just kind of flip through and generally explain what's going on. But I do mostly collect Hustle and Chew, and as far as like other members that are in here, I just kind of go down my bias line, or whoever was bias wrecking me at the time, because as we know, there are some eras where Hustle was not there. There were no photo cards for her, and there are also now some eras where Chew is not there, and so sometimes I collected 3 members, sometimes 4. Just depended how crazy I was feeling during that era. But we start out with all of the summer package stuff. These are like the pre-order benefits from the past 3 packages, I think. And then some more. These are, I am going to show these because unfortunately they are damaged. These were from the Loona Island pop-up shop, which was from 2020. So I did get both of Chew's, but yeah, they are damaged, and that was not disclosed to me. So it's fine though, I got them for a pretty good price. So I'm not too mad about that. And these are the Orbit fan kit photo cards. I do have the full kit for the 4th one, which was the most recent one, and obviously there's no Hustle from the 3rd one, so that spot is blank. And we have some solos. These are the attendance cards, and I do try to get the holoback versions for the solo albums if I can. So these are also holobacks, and then I have just these units. These are the subunit cards. This Chew is the only limited PC that I have, and I actually have 2 of this Chew. The other one is just on the back, and that's because I bought it and then I pulled it, and I just haven't traded it yet. And this is ++ era, and XX or multiply, whatever your preference is. And hash era, midnight era. I'm still missing a couple of Jinsols to be done with her, and I do have a couple of pages where I am trying to do the other 8 members that I didn't collect for each version. So this is the C version, and this is the one that I have the most of, so they're on their own page, but obviously still missing 4 of them in the D version. And then these are some other ones, but I only have a few. These are the non-album cards that I have for Midnight Era. Then we get into And Era, and for this one I collected 4 members, so I did an 8 pattern. And in the middle is just any bonus cards, I guess, from my OT12 endeavors, but I only have a couple, so that's why they're just in the middle. And again, I'm missing a couple of Jinsols and like 1 Kimlip from the C version. And then these are the non-album cards that I have from And Era. And this is blank. I just haven't put a filler in there. I'm not planning on putting anything there. Then we get into Hula Hoop Era, and at this time, Hyunjin was my bias wrecker, so I collected both of hers. And I only have the regular version for Jinsol. I don't have her member version. And these are the Make Star fan call cards, I think. It was the only non-album card from that era. And these are the Not Friends cards. I fully collected them, so I have all of them. And then Flip That Era, I also again collected 4 members, and this era is complete. 4 album cards anyways. And then for this era, I did the same thing where I wanted to collect at least 1 of each member for each version that I didn't fully collect. So this is the A version, B version, T version and the D version. Then these are the AR cards. There are 9 of them here, and then the other 3 are here, and then these are all K-Town for You pubs, and this starts all of the pubs from this era, which were a little bit never ending. But I do have like almost all of Hustles and a lot of Chews and some Jinsols basically. This card is the only showcase pub that I have, and I'm honestly not super interested in trying to get the rest of them because they're a little hard to find, and I'm not the biggest fan of Polaroid style photo cards, but this one was my favorite one, so I'm glad that I have that one. And this page is just for the blip cards because that's all that I have. There was nothing else to really put on here. And we get into Chews. And my Jinsol page with I think like 1 on the back. And then these are the collect book merch cards. And then we get into Luminous era. Obviously there is no Chew. And then these are the concert PCs. So this was the concert about a year ago, and I collected 4 members, and I did kind of an 8 pattern like this. And this Yojin just lives here. These are some more concert things. These are from the And era concert. I got Hustle's VIP pouch card. I think that's what it was. I didn't buy this in trade myself. I bought it later, so I didn't actually get to watch this concert, but these are from the one that was a year ago, and these were bracelet benefit cards. And then this was the photo book that went with this concert as well. And they're cards from the tour. And Chew was not a part of this set. This is fan made, but it's a similar outfit. And then for the trading cards from the most recent concert in October, I think, I collected everything. So these are all of the cards. There is one Chetty that is missing from the page, but I should have it now. I just haven't put it away. She goes right here in the pink outfit. And then I have Hustle on her own page and Kimlip as well. This was the VIP photo card for this concert. It came with the mood lamp thing. And this was Kimlip's full set. We have a unit page from both concerts. And then this is like a miscellaneous. These are from the Wonderwall merch package, and these are from the Edelstein merch, which was also from Wonderwall, as it turns out. And then these are the jacket PCs. So all of these peace sign ones are from the round 1. These 2 are from the apology set that came with the jacket. And this is the rest of the apology set. And then another miscellaneous page. These are light stick PCs, obviously. And this is the pre-order benefit from last year's Season's Greetings from Japan. And I'm not sure why I did this, but those are the ID cards from the Season's Greetings. And then the rest of this is all Season's Greetings stuff. I'm going to slide this over because I do kind of a front and back thing for these. So I like looking at the backs of these, and I do have 2 of Chew's set for the 2020 Season's Greetings, and that was because the first one that I got, the backs were a little bit dirty, and I was really upset about that. So I got a second one where the back is a bit cleaner. And that's all I have for 2021, and here was 2022's. And I do also have a second set of fossils for some reason, and I don't even remember getting it, but yeah, so that was my entire Loona binder. Next is my binder for Twice. If you watched my putting away video, you pretty much have seen this entire thing because we kind of just flipped through it. but for TWICE I collect Sana and Momo and some OT9 sets for eras that have a lot of photo cards, and any of the more recent eras, even if there were only 5. I really like the photo cards, so I try to do some OT9 sets if I can. And so in the front here, all just the pre-order cards. So these are all the group ones that I have. And I have almost all of Sana's completed. I'm just missing TWICE Coaster Lane 1. And then there's a Yes or Yes with a black border that I don't have. And I am missing 2 from the previous era, but I just haven't made the effort to go and find those. And then I have a couple of Momos from the same versions that I have. And then we get into my many pages and pages of fillers, because a lot of these earlier eras are just nowhere near complete, so I'm just going to flip through them, and hopefully the next time that I do a flip through, this will be a bit more filled in. But the way that I collected TWICE originally was only from Fancy Era forward, and it was just Sana in the beginning, so a lot of these earlier eras are just nowhere near done. This is What Is Love era. This is going to be the pajama set that I think a lot of people choose to do, and this was the other OT9 set that I wanted to do, with the 3 colors on the side, and they're all wearing the dresses from like the dress scene of the music video. And this is the only What Is Love card that I have besides that one. And Summer Nights. Yeah, so as you can see, I tend to do like the OT9 sets in the front, and then page for Sana and page for Momo. So this is Yes or Yes era. Yes or Yes for Sana, and nothing for Momo yet. And Year of Yes, I don't have anything. I haven't bought a lot of these earlier albums, so that's another reason why they are a bit like barren, I guess. I'm not sure. This is the OT9 set that I'm doing for Fancy. It's the one where they're holding roses, and Sana is complete. And here's my Momo page. And Feel Special, I'm doing this white border one for OT9, and also the gold glitter border where they're holding a little diamond. And Sana is complete for this era too. And these are the ones that I have for Momo. And just like most people, this is the OT9 set that I want to do for more and more. And technically I don't need to do one, because there are 9 cards, so it looks fine if I just put it on one page. But I really like this era, and the cards are so beautiful, so I just decided that I really want to try to do it. But no progress, really. But Sana is complete, and again, nothing for Momo yet. And Eyes Wide Open, the OT9 set is done, and I'm still missing this one Sana card. Only have a couple for Momo. And then Taste of Love era, I did 2 OT9 sets, and I am missing Chaeyoung for both of them. Then I did decide to do 3 of the lenticulars just to fill the page. So this one is Juice and Formula of Love. Just one OT9 set, and I am still missing result file version for Sana. And Momo's page is a little bit barren, but that's okay. Then between 1 and 2, I have the plushie set completed, and I also did this holding a phone, but also sometimes not holding a phone set as well. And Chaeyoung is on the way, so this should be complete pretty soon. And again, I did 3 of like the message cards, so this one is just my extra. It was Dahyun's. And then this is my Jimmy page. If I was collecting 3 members, like I think a lot of people do, my 3rd member would definitely be Chewy, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit, especially backwards collecting, but I might collect going forward 3 members. Then these are kind of miscellaneous pages. I do have a few non-album cards from Formula of Love era, then a couple of group cards, and this one was from Donut, I think, and photo book PCs, the Target PC, Eyes Wide Open monograph, and this is some kind of cosmetics card. But that is everything for the Twice binder. Pretty fast because there's not very much to look at or talk about yet, but hopefully in the future it'll be a little more exciting. This next binder might be a little unexpected, and I feel like there's some people on YouTube who do collect this group, but not a ton. But this is my binder for Billlie, and this is a keychain that I got from the first Snowy Night merch in 2021. I think that's when it was. I started collecting Billlie during the Ring by Ring promotions, so Snowy Night was my very first comeback, and straight out the gate I started by collecting OT7, and at the time it was OT6, I guess, but I did collect all of the album cards for everything so far. So this is how I set up the first album. I just did a little spread like this since it fit nicely. And my bias is Munsua and also Suhyun, but at the beginning it was Shiyun as well, so I do have a lot of Shiyun pobs, but it is mostly Munsua, and I do have the Billlie Love ID, and I have all of the cards for Snowy Night. It was the first era that I was able to actively collect, so I went a little bit crazy and was like, why not just collect everything? And these are just extra cards. I used them kind of as fillers so that we can see the back. And these are the purchase benefits for these cards. I still have not given up on doing OT7 for this set, but the three that I'm missing are Haram, Suki, and Shun, and they're a little bit expensive now since it's been a while. But hopefully someday I can complete it. And these are the postcards that came with the merch, and there is a third set, but I only have like Magnet line for them. Then we get into the Collective Soul and Unconscious. Again, I collected all of the members. And I did collect all of the Polaroids as well, and there were 4 for each member. And the ID cards, and then these are all of the fan sign cards and pre-order benefits that I collected. I went a little bit overboard, and after this era I did slow down quite a bit. Then Pat Bing-Su era is also completed. All the photo cards. And these are the QR cards. And these are the trading cards, which were a similar deal to the Snowy Night cards. And again, I used extras as fillers. And these are K-Town For You Pobs. This album was pretty cheap since it was just a platform album, and I bought my first 7 just directly from K-Town For You and got the full set. And then these are the Pobs that I have. These are the stickers. I do not have everyone's because I pulled Haruna's 3 times, so that's where that is. And I am very behind on the most recent era. I just have not really been keeping up with it, but as you can see, this is not really set up for OT7. I actually set up to start out with just my top 3, and maybe in the future I'll be able to get all 7, but right now this is Munsua, Suhyun, and Suki for the 3 members. And yeah, that is all that I have. This is the only pop that I have for this era as well. And the postcards, I only have this one. I still have not bought the albums, to be honest. Those are just my go pulls, and I will probably buy the album sometime in the near future so that I can continue trading and hopefully complete OT7 again. But I am starting out a bit behind, and I figure that there will be another comeback pretty soon, but I am going to try to do OT7 for that one as well. I just think I probably won't be joining Ghost anymore, and I'll just try to complete it organically by like trading and buying. Okay, we are finally starting the 17 portion of this video, and it'll probably be the longest portion just based on how many albums or how many binders that I have just for 17. And yes, I did start collecting Loona, Billlie, and TYSM before I started collecting 17, but they are by far my largest collection. So we're gonna start with this one. This is just for DK stuff entirely, and again, I'm gonna try not to talk about everything, and I will warn that this binder is it tends to snag on this hook here, so it might be a little bit slow flipping. But starting out, these are Korean album photo cards, and I do go chronologically, so there are Japanese comebacks mixed in. I don't have them separately, it's just whenever it happened. So these are from Boys B, Love and Letter, and Going 17 and AL1, and Teenage and Director's Cut. And this is Junghan, but I do also mix in some of the larger inclusions where I can, and if I don't have DKs, then I will sometimes just put whoever I have. And this is my We Make You page. It's just one card right now. This is You Made My Day, and You Made My Dawn. And I believe these are the keynote cards. I got these in a buy order, I think as like a freebie. And this is my happy ending page. I'm still missing just one of DK's cards to be complete with it. And we get into an ode era. And this is my Fallen Flower page. I only have Junghan's right now, so no DKs on that page. And this is Hangare. These are the album PCs, and I have some fan sign PCs on the side. And same thing here, these are the album PCs, and these are some non-album PCs. These are the bookmarks. And this is 24 hours. I only have this DK card. And semicolon. Some of the larger inclusions for semicolon. And Hitori Janai, I'm only missing 2 of DK's cards. And Your Choice, these are the album PCs, and the rest are lucky draws or fan sign PCs. And some of the postcards. And for Attacker, these are the album PCs, and then these are some pre-order benefits. This is the Carrot version PCs and some pre-order benefits again. And more lucky draws and fan sign cards from Attacker era. There are a lot of them. More again. And some postcards. And I Know Chikara, I collected a top 3. And then these are the non-album PCs. And these are the Christmas cards. I'm going to talk about this just for a second because I have a real thing, I guess, for anything with handwriting on them. So I really, really love these. These are some of my favorite inclusions. I really want them to keep doing little handwritten cards. So they tend to do that, I think, a lot with like Japanese inclusions. So I really like Japanese trading cards that have like handwriting on the back and stuff. This is the Face of Sun album PCs and more. And this is the Kino card. And here I started to mix in some of the non-album PCs, but these are the album photo cards, and then this is the Kino. And everything else is some kind of non-album card. And these are the Carrot version cards and the Weverse version. And this is one of the 20-pack cards that you get with the Carrot version album. And I just wanted to complete the row with a similar theme, and I just picked a favorite to put there. And the rest of this is all non-album stuff for Face of Sun. And there is a lot of it. Then we get into Sector 17. These are all of the album cards. So these are the regular version cards, compact version cards, and the Weverse version. And then the rest of this is all non-album photo cards. And then these are the stickers that come with the album. And some of the larger inclusions. And we have Dream Era. This is all that I have on hand right now. I'm planning to do a top 3 for the Carrot version, and then the rest of DK's cards will fill out the page. These are the non-album cards that I have on hand right now for DK, for Dream Era. And then I did set up for the Busaksun comeback. It will go in this binder. And these are for all of the album PCs and all of DK's pre-order benefit cards / lucky draws as well. Now everything behind this is just not album related things, so merch cards, trading cards, and other things like that. So here I have some of his Excalibur PCs. These ones are from the original musical. I know that they re-released this card, but this one is the OG calling. What is it? What do they call it? Casting call? Something like that. But the back is different, so that's how you can tell the difference. And I do have this one Carrot Zone card. It's the only one that I have, but I'm really happy that I have that one. And these are DVD cards. This is my Power of Love page. I did put the movie ticket from when I went to go see it. And we have Carrot membership cards here. And this is a Season's Greetings, and I left a couple spots for the 2020 and the 2021 cards, but I don't have them yet. This one is 2019. And these are some merch PCs, kind of miscellaneous. And we get into some of the trading cards. This is from the Dome Tour. I put the Japanese cards first because I like them better, because I like the backs mostly. This is from the home merch, the first home merch. There are 2 for some reason. And this is from the Hanabi concert. This is Be the Sun Japan, but this is all that I have. This is from the hoodie. So slowly working on that. This is from the second home merch. These are 17 Cafe photo cards. These are all the ones that I have. So I'm a bit behind. I think I'm behind by at least like 2 or 3 17 Cafes. So I just need to catch up with those. And this is where I'm putting Korean trading cards. So this is his Carrotland set. I do have his selfie card as well. There's actually 6 for the full set, but I have it somewhere else. So these are the other 5. Then these are D-Icon cards. This is from the first D-Icon. And this is from the 101 PCs D-Icon, the first one. And then this is from the third D-Icon, I guess. This is from just his book alone. It came with a group card. And then these are from the other D-Icon 101, and there are the rest of his set for that as well. And then I just have some freebies at the back, and that is my entire DK binder. Next is this binder, and this is for the next 3 members in 17 that I fully collect for Korean album photo cards. And so this binder only has Junghan, Minghao, and Seungkwan, and it's a little bit missing a lot of cards in the first few eras just because they are out of print and a little expensive, but this is what I have. And we get into going 17. Junghan is the one who is mostly completed. I'm only missing a couple of cards for him at this point. And Seungkwan is a bit more completed too, but these earlier eras are where I'm lacking the most. And we get into teenage, and director's cut starts here. I am still missing the slate card for Minghao. And You Made My Day. Here Seungkwan is not done at all. And You Made My Dawn. I do have this card now, which is very exciting because now I'm only missing 2 for Junghan. And we start an ode. Still missing a couple of Minghao's cards, but it's almost done. And we start Hingare at the bottom. Still missing a couple of Minghao's. And semicolon, which is complete. Your Choice, which is also complete. Ataka, again I'm missing a couple of Minghao's cards. And we start Face the Sun. This is I think the only card that I'm missing for this entire era. I did trade for it, but I think it might be lost, so I should probably just trade for it again. Still in Face the Sun era. Ooh. And these are the Weaver's versions, and the Carrot version cards, and the Kinos at the bottom. And then this is Sector 17, which is also done. So I did album regular versions on the top and bottom, and then this is the compact version. So I separated them by concept, and then this is the same thing. And then the Weaver's versions, and then the Kinos. And it's ready for the next era, which hopefully is not going to have 30 cards per member. Next is this binder. This is also a 17 binder, but it's the last big one that I have, and this is for OT13 sets that I'm working on, or basically any non-album things that are not DK and things like that. So some of these pages are very empty, and it's either because they're just extras that I wanted to keep, or it's an OT13 set, which is just the other 9 members that is still being worked on. So we have a couple of director's cut pieces here. The beret version for an ode. These are some extras from an ode. The Hana version and the set version. Some extra hankeries. This is the beside version of Your Choice, and the OP1 from Ateka. Some extra Ateka cards. This is the Path version from Face the Sun, and some extra Face the Sun cards, and some more. And then the Carrot version from Face the Sun is almost completed, but I am still just missing one Woozy card, which I claimed in a go recently, so hopefully that'll be done soon. And then I did do all of the Weavers versions from this album as well. These are the QR cards. And the compact version from Sector 17. And New Heights regular version. And New Beginnings regular version. And some of the Weavers versions I decided to keep. And some extra Sector 17 cards. I do have all of Woozy's cards for this album except for the Kino. And then we get into Japan albums. So this is Fallen Flower, 24 Hours, Hitori Janai, and these are all of my pulls from Dream Era, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep all of these. I might have to trade later, but these were from a go. They're the flash version, and this was my pull, and then yeah, the rest of these are all pulls from the albums. And now we get into the non-album stuff. So this is either stuff that I definitely want to keep or stuff that I'm still debating on whether I want to keep. So this area could change in the future if I decide I want to trade stuff. But here we have Hangary, and then semicolon, your choice, and Ataka. I do have a lot from Ataka era. And these are from Ainochikara. I did collect all of the Weavers Global Pubs from Face the Sun. This is more Face the Sun, and more. And Sector 17. More Sector 17. More Sector 17. And Dream Era, I am planning on collecting OT13 for these. I just need to get the stuff from my go to see if I need to trade for these three. And these are from the Going 17 magazine. I did not buy it when it first came out, and I did not buy it when they restocked it because I had already started trying to collect the cards. But I am still just missing Joshua, Chun, and Mingyu for both sets. And the Power of Love DVD, I think. And the Name photo book, both sets. The Carrot membership, and I did put the other cards just on the back. And the Touring VOD set. Then we get into some trading cards. So these are some trading cards that I decided to keep from Carrotland 2020. I don't even have DK completed. These are the only two that I pulled. And some units. Then this is Carrotland from last year, and I collected these three members plus DK, but he was in the other binder. And I have Hoshi's selfie here, and I do have their selfies as well, but they're somewhere else. Then we get into the 13 tapes trading cards. I almost have Spider completed, but I'm still missing like 7 or 8 cards, and I am missing the Horanghe special card as well. And I haven't really made much of an effort for this since I started it. I got pretty far and then just didn't really keep up with it. And for Bittersweet, I only have this one page. And Ruby, this is all that I have for Ruby. And I'll probably try to get at least a page of Vernon's as well. And I did buy his 13 tapes album too, so that's where whatever my pull is for the album will go. So now we're gonna get into a couple of A5 binders. I have 4 of them just for 17 cards, and these two have the same thing. It is just my top 4 for some miscellaneous sets, and it's mainly things like it would have been an OT13 set, but I put the other 4 here, and the other 9 would go in the last binder, where it's like pre-order cards, things like that. So I'm just gonna flip through, and if you have any questions about what something is, leave me a timestamp. And the social club cards. Social club name cards. And I do also put Junghan and DK's birthday box cards in here, and I guess I will have to buy DK's pretty soon. Here is DK's from last year. It worked out really nicely last year because there were 4 cards, but now they started doing 6 cards, which is really annoying. I had a system perfectly set up for it. So that was the first one. Now for the second one, again, it is the same thing. Same idea. Anyways, these are all the same photo, but Ming House is from Yes24, while the other 3 were from Weaver's shop, so that's why the back is different, but the design of the cards were the same, so I didn't really mind that it was from a different store. And this is Junghan's birthday box. I left these 2 blank for whatever DK selfies look like. They can go there. And these are the other 4. And I left this blank for putting the UMS benefit for Dream, if I'm able to get them. And that is the end of it. So I left these pages for whatever may come in the future. Now we have another A5 size binder, and I know that this says Junghan on the front, but this was just a repurposed binder. It used to be for just Junghan, but now it's got some stuff for Junghan and for Seungkwan, and it's just anything that is not an album PC that I also didn't feel like fit in the OT13 binder for one reason or another. So it's mostly like merch cards, DVD cards, things like that that are not related to an album and don't belong in a set. Some random trading cards as well. This was the Fortune Box PC, which I hosted a go for, just so that I could get that specific Junghan card. These are the Hanabi trading cards. And the TYSM cards. These are from the 101. And these are from this year's 101 TYSMs. And that is everything that is in this one. This is the last binder for 17, and I basically just dedicated this for any Polaroid style card that is not an album PC. So I do have some of the cards from this concert, which was 17 Encore concert is what the back says, but I do think that it has another name, like Boys Wish maybe, something like that. But I have those trading cards here. These are the units. And then I have Junghan's full set. I think that I said earlier that I don't really like Polaroid style photo cards, but for me 17 is the exception because I just think that their cards for this are just so like boyfriendy, I guess. That's kind of cringe, but why does it look like I took these pictures or something, you know what I mean? Anyways, these are from the incomplete DVD. Unfortunately, my 96 line Polaroid got kind of wrecked. That's just what it looked like when I took it out of the package, and it was the only unit that ended up like that. And the Hanabi Polaroids. It's some Be the Sun Polaroids. See, I also think that when it's like a real Polaroid like this, they kind of are a little chunky and fit not amazing in a page, just because they have like so much air inside the film and stuff. So I think it's nice to just have a spot to put them. And these are the cards from the name photo book. I have DK and Junhan fully completed, and I have Sungkwan with the teddy bear, and I should have his other one on the way to me as well. But that is this whole binder, and that is my entire 17 collection. So this is the last A4 size binder that we're going to be looking at. This is just for my Lesserafim and From Us 9 collections, which are my newest collections, so there are a lot of empty spots, and I don't tend to use fillers in my binders, so it can be a little hard for me to tell what is supposed to be what. But anyways, starting out is Lesserafim. So for Lesserafim, I collect Cheon and Unche and some OT5 sets. So for this page, this is the Weaver's version. I am planning on doing OT5 for the QR codes, but what is still missing? Let me see the compact version. This is starting off with Anti-Fragile. By the way, I don't have any from Fearless era. And this is for the regular version. I am planning to do Iridescent Opal for an OT5 set, and this is not an album PC. This is a fan sign card that I got randomly. And these are the compact units. And then there is this, which I didn't really touch on in the past, but I am slowly working on completing Cheon's Eyes One album cards, and I don't even have a wish list up for this because to me it's just kind of my like side project. I do have a lot of these to put away in the future, so hopefully this will fill out a bit more, but this is everything that I have for now. I do not know version names, but I do know the album names at least. And then these came with some of the cards that I bought, and I think that they were from an online concert DVD. So next, this is my From Us collection. I collect G1 and G-Sun, and again, it's a little bit barren, but yeah, I am not collecting the photo cards from the very first album, which were the Polaroid style ones. I might go back for them in the future, but they're just kind of expensive nowadays. They're like 40 bucks for one, and I just don't really want to spend that kind of money. This is what I have for Fun Factory, and this would be for My Little Society, but I don't have any of those. A 9-way ticket. And for this is Talk and Talk. I almost said Talk That Talk. But this is for Talk and Talk era. So for some of these eras, I do have plans to do a top 3 instead of a top 2, and possibly going forward to do a top 3. Just because the page I think would look a little better with 3 members, because there were 3 cards for Talk and Talk era. So my third member would be Serom, so it would go Serom, Jiwon, and Jisun, just in age order. And Midnight Guest. And this is for the jewel case PCs. I am hoping to eventually do OT9 for the jewel case, but I don't even have one, so it's a blank page for now. These are some of the larger inclusions from Midnight Guest. And then from our Memento box, I have not bought the albums yet, so that's why this is pretty blank, but I was planning again to do 3 members for this, which I think is why Jisun is back here all by herself. But I would do again the 3 members like this because there are 6 regular cards. It would fill out 2 pages, and then I am planning to do OT9 for the jewel case again. These were my pulls, so I put them here. And then any of the like mini cards from the albums. So not every album has these, but this is a mini card page, I guess. And then these are my extras, which I have not traded yet or decided whether or not I want to keep. And this is an extra page, I guess, because there's no reason for that to be there. But that is everything for this binder. Now we're going to look at this binder, which doesn't house what I would call a true collection, but it is just for all of my Shinee cards. So Shinee is a group that I have been standing for a long time. I am sure, but I don't really collect them. It's just a lot of cards, and by the time I decided that I would maybe be interested in collecting them, a lot of their albums were already out of print, so it would be a little hard to go back and get those. And while my bias is definitely Jinky, I am the type of person who would definitely want to collect all of them, and I just can't afford to do that. So what I do is when they have an album, I just buy the album and I keep whatever I pull. So that's what this binder is. So these are group cards from the Story of Light. And yeah, I am just gonna flip through these. Some of these are from solos. And for Jinky's album, I guess this is the only part that is actually a collection. Because he is my bias, I did collect all of the cards from Dice when it came out. And that is it. So, of course, since Jinky is my bias, I've never pulled him. That's just how it goes. But that is everything that I have for Shinee, and I am planning on buying Key's repackaged album when it comes out, and I'm very excited for that. And lastly is this little pink binder. These are all Luca Lab binders, by the way. I will link the purchase link in the description if you're interested in these ones. I personally like them a lot better than the Beyond D ones because they're a bit sturdier when you stand them up vertically. But this binder is for anything that I just want to be able to keep, even if I don't collect them. So I'm just going to flip through, but these are from albums that I bought, and it kind of gives me a space to put things that I don't want to collect fully, but I also don't want to trade them away. You know, I think as a collector, when you buy albums that aren't part of your collection, it feels very pressured, like, oh, I need to trade this away and be able to complete my collections further, which is perfectly fine, and I do that with a lot of cards. But I also really like just having a spot to put stuff that I don't collect, that I just want to have and cherish as its own thing. So this is like my non-collection collection binder, and yeah. So that was my entire photocard collection. If you watched this entire thing, I really appreciate you, and if for some reason you skipped to the outro just for funsies, I also really appreciate you. That's really nice. But yeah, if you collect any of these groups, please let me know who your bias is, or like what your favorite photocard is from the group, or your favorite comeback. Anything that you want to tell me, I would love to read some comments about these groups. I do have a lot of cards that I need to put away pretty soon, so hopefully I can film a putting away photocards video sometime next week, and then have a video like that up for y'all. And I'm really excited for the Busaksun comeback, which is out by the time this video is up, so please go give that a lot of love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.